All right, welcome, 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 ladies. It is time to present the Alaska Cruise Adventure. I am so excited about this because this is a bucket list dream. I really do. I really want to see whales and orcas and all types of sea animals and all this kind of stuff. But I wanted to pick a time where it wasn't too cold and not too hot or too expensive in the summertime. So I picked May into June because I was checking out the weather and what it would be. So the weather, I believe, is like a comfortable 70 something degrees out in Alaska. Probably like high 60s, low 70s type of weather. So you kind of know how to dress around that time and everything. But I was like, okay, not too cool, not too hot. That should be perfect to be able to enjoy the outdoors. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a 7-day cruise. So I've never been on a 7-day cruise. I only did weekend cruises. And I'm excited about this because I am going to, after this presentation or after I pay for my down payment, I am literally putting this, my PTO in. That's this early. So they have no excuses. So this is our team. I'm Kenya Duncan. I'm the direct travel agent you will be dealing with. I will be helping to book the trip. Any flights if you need to Seattle. Everything travel agent will go through me to get there. But I'm also your host because I want to be there too. Sean and Lisa, they are my travel mentors. So God forbid anything happens and I don't know what to do, I'm going to Sean and Lisa because they've been in the industry for over a decade. So they know so much about cruising and vacationing and things like that. And Kwanya, she is our IntelliTravel ambassador. IntelliTravel is our host agency. She is been in the industry for going on almost 20 years in the industry of travel as well. And then our host agency we'll be booking under is IntelliTravel. They have been around for over 30 years as the host agency. So they are well versed in everything travel when it comes to IntelliTravel. When it comes to traveling with cruises, they have earned lots of accolades and prizes, even from CLIA, which is the Cruise Line International Association as well. Top of the line right here with IntelliTravel. So we are in good hands with the team. So where are we going? What are the 6 locations? And I hope I don't butcher these names. Okay, so we're gonna be flying out to Seattle. I have never been to Seattle, so I personally want to go fly in a day early and see the city, see what the city is all about. Let me know if you want to fly in a day early. I just want to be comfortable and not have to rush to the port or anything like that. The port leaves around 4 p.m. that first day, but I just want to get there a day early just to enjoy the city because I've never been to Seattle. Has anybody been to Seattle before?
Yes.
Oh, really? How did you like it?
Well, so I just got to fly into Seattle and then drive over to Portland, Oregon for work.
Okay.
And so Seattle, so I didn't really get to see much of like the tourist area or anything like that.
Mhm.
But I will say if you get in a day early or even a day and a half early, Portland, Oregon is also a beautiful city. It's a city of like roses and rose bushes and stuff.
Wow.
That's a
Hmm.
beautiful city to see as well. But
I
I didn't get to see much of Seattle 'cause I had to drive through it to get over to Portland. But it was just
Got
easier
you.
to
it's
see.
funny you said that because I've
Yeah.
done both. I've been to Seattle and Portland. They're both very beautiful. I love them both.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh, wow. How far is Seattle away from Portland?
I went separately, so maybe who was speaking before?
Katie.
Katie. Yes, you can probably. I didn't drive from either, as I went on two separate. Actually,
Yeah,
I've been to Seattle 3 times, and I've only been to Portland once.
yeah, I
Okay.
think it was about from the airport to well, so from the airport to where we had to go into Portland, It was about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive.
Okay,
Um,
that's not bad.
but not too, but it was a lot of beautiful scenery.
Oh, wow.
Mhm. It's
Oh, okay. Now I gotta
gorgeous
make
up
a
there.
second trip.
And I heard, I'm sorry, I heard my coworker, she's from Portland. And so I'm gonna ask her about that because where she's from, she can't stand it.
Really?
Really,
Yeah,
I
she
love.
heard it's the total, she's told me the total opposite because I was telling her, I was like, I want to go only because of 50 Shades of Grey. That's that's the reason why I wanted to go. And she was like, no, you don't want to visit there. So maybe the part you went to, Katie, and Michelle was probably like the tourist part. But
Gotcha.
by her growing, she's young too. She's only 20 something. So maybe the part that she's grew up in, her, maybe that's
Right.
like
The bad
the
side of the city.
yeah. And she was saying that, they've legalized like every drug is legal over there. Like every
Mhm.
legal, and they've,
Yeah, I
so
will say the homeless population is very large there for sure.
yeah,
Mhm. Just like California. I mean, San Fran, California, it's terrible too.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
mhm.
Wow. So there's always a good and a bad side to a city.
Yeah, so
Always,
you probably saw
anywhere.
the good side of it. Yeah, because I still want to go regardless of what she said.
Right. I'm just there for the scenery and the
Yeah,
culture. Okay, I'm not
Mhm.
living here. Bye-bye.
yeah, I still want to go too. So
Oh, wow. Okay, okay. Well, our first stop is Ketchikan. I think that's how you say that, Alaska. Um,
Mhm.
so we'll go there and then Sitka, Alaska. I really want to see those mountains. Those are really beautiful. Then we'll float through Endicott Arms and Dawes Glacier. And then we'll stop
Mhm.
at the capital of Alaska. How you say that? Juneau?
Juno.
Juneau,
Mhm.
Alaska. And then we'll take a stop in Canada at the Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. So I've never been to Canada either. So I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh, okay, we can visit a whole nother country at the same time too, in a whole nother state.
Mhm.
So that would be so nice. Okay, great.
I have a dumb question. Might be dumb. So
No,
during that time frame, because it's like, and it probably is a dumb question. Do they still have like glaciers on the mount, in water, and the mountains, are they still snow top mountains?
it would
During,
probably still be snow top, more than likely. Yeah, because
okay,
even in Colorado, I went in July of last year, and it was still snow top.
Yeah, I think
okay,
Alaska it stays snow capped all through the summer. And the
Yeah.
okay.
glaciers will definitely be there as long as they're not, we know we have global warming, but as long as they're not melting, that's what I want to see, the glaciers.
Oh yes, that's gonna be
Mhm.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so we're not gonna go through this whole full cruise ship tour or anything like that. But in the link, because you will have access to this presentation. Hold on, I wanted to cut the thing off because you're not gonna hear it clearly. You'll hear it clearly on your computer. But I wanted to show you that I had like a 48-minute tour here. If you have time to look at it and everything, to kind of get an idea of what is on the ship, because there is a cruise day as well where we can just enjoy the ship itself and everything. Our ship is Quantum of the Seas. It is a quite a popular. I think they have Quantum of the Seas, two ships that are Quantum of the Seas in two different locations, and one of them is for Alaska cruise as well. So we are selling Royal Caribbean Quantum of the Seas. And everything, and as you can see, some of the places that are in here, really, really pretty. Between this and Norwegian, I liked Royal Caribbean better. I really like Royal Caribbean better. It was like it had more to do on the Royal Caribbean. Oh, I can see myself just cruising and just sitting and talking right there. And hoping then I see a orca. But of course, all inclusive meals. They have games if you into games or anything like that. You can eat 24/7, drink 24. Oh, that's pretty. I didn't even sit here and watch the whole thing. But that's really, really pretty. Of course, spas and things like that. The Wi-Fi I've heard on cruises are not good. So I do not plan on working during the cruise or at all. So, but yeah, that's just some of the highlights. So you can take a chance to look at all that as well. Alrighty. Okay, let's go ahead. All right, so, oh, yes. I have to go to another page because the itinerary is pretty big. So let me exit out of here and I'm gonna jump over to Royal Caribbean because the itinerary was pretty big and I couldn't get it all on the presentation. So here, 7 nights Alaska Adventure Cruise here. We are leaving Seattle. It departs at 4 p.m. And as you know, with cruises, they do leave on time. And the second day, we'll be cruising day at sea. We can go explore the ship, see what they have to offer, catch a show or two, relax, and just look at the scenery as we coast up the North American coast. And then on the third day, we'll be at Ketchikan, if that's, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll be able to get off the ship. My rule of thumb is just make sure we're back on the ship at least an hour before they take off. I don't know how many TikToks I've seen of people running after the ship. Like, yeah, okay. So, and day 4 we'll be at Sitka, Alaska. We'll get to explore that area 8 to 5. And there are excursions as well at each one of these spots if we want to do something. I enjoy hiking and everything. So I would love to, do some hiking and everything, or maybe a whale tour or something, because I just have to see the whales. That's just part of what I want to do on this trip. And then on 5, we're sightseeing from the ship on Endicott Arm and Dawes Glacier from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. So I can imagine they're going to really slow down for that. We have to wake up early that morning and to get the look of the glaciers and everything. And then we'll dock the same day in Juneau, Alaska at 1:30 to 8 p.m. So maybe we can grab a late lunch in the capital of Alaska. And then day 6, we're going to relax from all that and just cruise a day at the sea, take an extra nap or something like that before we go to Canada and visit Victoria, British Columbia. They're only giving us 5 hours for that one to explore Canada, but I've never been to Canada, so I'm like, okay, at least I'm here. And then the next day, they will dock back at Seattle, Port of Seattle, arrive at 6 a.m. And then from there, we'll get off the ship and go to our prospective flights and tell everybody about our adventures after that. So I wanted to show you that. But so let me go to explore. Uh-oh. Why did this? Okay, here we go. It's just what Seattle kind of looks like here. Waterfront wonders, things we can do. I always got to get me some crab legs close to the ocean.
Yes.
I tried crab legs in Colorado. I was just like, this ain't it. Y'all are nowhere near the ocean. Got to get some I went them swimming the day before. And this is what some of the things we can do on our cruising day. Oh, I want to visit the solarium. That looks very relaxing. And hold on, day 3. This is in Ketchikan. See, they do have some hiking, things like that. Culture, art, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna be eating seafood all week.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Literally all week. Sitka some mountain biking. I'll probably be a little bit too tired to do that.
Mhm.
History.
I like colors of the houses and stuff. Those are just beautiful.
Yeah, the houses are very unique there.
Mhm. They're colorful, pretty. Beautiful.
Hopefully the flowers will be bloomed by then. Maybe so, maybe not. These are the glaciers.
Oh,
Oh, I would love to see the
Seal.
seals. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm expecting that it'll be a little bit colder, closer to the glaciers. So definitely
Mhm.
bring some warmer clothes. And then this is Juna.
Wow. Looks
Deep
beautiful.
humpback whales, orcas, harbor
Oh,
seals,
Lord, yes, that would
sea
be beautiful.
lions.
Mm.
Oh, look at that. That is so cool. Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Awesome.
And what do we got? Canada. Oh, that's cruising day. They just want you to really eat all types of food. And Victoria, British Columbia. They have zip lining. Oh, that's pretty. The
Mhm.
Adventure Eden. That's a castle. It looks like London.
Mhm.
They're part of the Commonwealth. Yeah, they're still.
Mhm. Oh, I like the houseboats. That's cool.
Yes.
See, so many things to do. So
Mhm.
many outdoor excursions. All right, so let's get into back to the presentation here. Well, that was part of the presentation. I just couldn't fit it all in there. All right. All right, so then we're gonna get into the cabins here. They have the interior cabins. You can click the picture and it will just play what it looks like inside. And but for this one is leaving, and I should have put the date in the beginning of the presentation, but May 26th through June 2nd. I think that's Monday to Monday. Here, let me make sure. Monday to Monday. Yes, leaving on Monday. So it'd be great to fly in on a Sunday and enjoy Seattle, and then get on the boat in the afternoon before it leaves on the Monday, and then it docks back at Seattle on that Monday, June 2nd. So the interior, this is the total price with taxes and fees, $1,989.06. Now that is for 2 people. So this is the cabin price. So if you split that in half, then you can kind of see what it is per person. So
Oh, this is for 2 people. So it's based on 2024 prices. Will that change for next year?
Well, once you put down the deposit, the price won't change. Now, prices are subject to change until you put down a deposit, because I can't control what Royal Caribbean would do from month to month, week to week with the prices. But once you put down the deposit, that's your price. But this
Okay.
is just, what the price is as of May 19th.
Okay, got you.
So that's $994.53 per person for the interior. And then those beds can split apart. Yeah, those beds can split apart into twin beds. And then the ocean view, you can click the picture, it will take you to a video that will show more of a tour of the ocean view room. So the total price for the cabin is $2,629.06 as of May 19th. Divided by 2, that's $1,314.53 per person. That's including the taxes and fees. And then our balcony as well, it's $2,769.06 divided by 2, and that is $1,384 $53. And with this type of cruise, I thought the balcony would be worth it because of the scenery, you know, the scenery of it. Now, usually if you're like, okay, I'm going to Bahamas, we'll be at sea, we see nothing but the sea, then the balcony is not really that worth it. But since you have lots to look at, lots of natural beauty to look at, I thought the balcony added more value.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you can click to play that picture right there once you get the presentation. Now, I thought this was really cool because I did send my son's family on a cruise for this July to the Bahamas, and they have a Royal Caribbean app. So once you get your reservation, you can actually go in and see if you can purchase your spa. They'll have the, what do you call that thing? Their safety drill or something like that on the app as well too. You can check in on the app, you can buy things on the app, you can set wherever time you want to go eat for dinner on the app, all sorts of things on the app, because first time I went on a cruise we didn't have the app, so you just had to call in to tell them what you wanted and stuff like that. But the app is very convenient as well. You will get that as soon as you get a reservation. So what are the next steps? So the next steps is you can click here to the RSVP form. Let's see. And it will take you to Girls Trip Travel Group. And when you scroll down, you'll see the Royal Caribbean. You can click on here and it'll give you more, show more, and give you a little bit more details. There's the Canva presentation link, so you can, have that as a reference with all the prices and the videos and all that kind of stuff that you just saw. There's some more things that you can do here as well on the cruise. And also you will fill out this RSVP form. There's my information right there. And then when you go down here, you just add all your information. I have some questions here, your phone number, any additional guests. I know someone asked, could they bring their husband? And I was just like, you know what? This is a beautiful trip. Why not? Why not bring your husband, And do you need a roommate provided within this group? Yes, no. You might already have a roommate and you'd be like, girl, go on this trip with me and all this kind of stuff, whatever. If you do need a roommate and somebody else needs a roommate, then I will put y'all together. Y'all get to know each other a little bit and everything. So y'all can kind of get acquainted before the trip. Let me know whether you want interior, ocean view, or balcony. I didn't put suite on here, but if you just so happen to want to see what the suite looks like and all that kind of stuff, or possibly you want to just let me know. What city will you be flying from? So I can kind of know, like, okay, look out for flight deals, because I have an app on my phone that alerts me of any deals that come in, and these deals might last 1 to 2 days, and you have to be kind of quick to the draw in getting these type of deals, and then they go away and the price goes back up. So that lets me know, like, oh, so and so's flying from Vegas, or so and so's flying from Atlanta. Let me tell them that it's on sale or something like that, and it's 33% off for the next 2 to 3 days. I get a lot of those. And are you arriving a day early? Will you need a hotel? And then I can help you provide any hotel, because I do plan on coming a little bit early, so I will be shopping for a hotel for at least one night. Do you have a valid passport for Canada? Because for Canada, you would need a passport. Will you be able to pay deposit by June 22nd? So that's around the time I do plan to pay for my cabin. I already have a roommate already. And we wanted to pay in June so we can go ahead and get that on the books. It is very, very early. It's about a year early in advance. But I think all of the payments, if I'm not mistaken, will be due by February. It will be around February when the final due date will be, but that will be on your reservation as well. Do you agree with the terms, use, privacy policy, code of conduct, and liability waiver and things like that. That is on the website at that link right there. That's important. And any emergency contacts, of course, because God forbid something happens and you didn't get back on the ship on time from Canada. And I'm just like, I gotta call somebody, like, oh my God, you know, and things like that. So I want to be able to get in touch with your family members if anything happens. And then actually on my phone, literally you can be on my phone and get to my emergency contacts as well. Or you can find them on Facebook. Somebody knows me. But anyway, so I just want you to let you know about that. And then also, before you pay your deposit and everything, you'll fill out the RSV form on the website. I will reach out to you to confirm reservation and discuss your reservation, because everybody's type of trip might be different. And then I'll send you a credit card authorization form and deposit and payment schedule. And if you need travel insurance, I can provide that as well too. And I'll send that to you via email so you can electronically sign everything and stuff like that. So every month I send out, hey, payment is due, and this is how much you pay this month, you agreed to pay this month, and this is how much you have left over, and until we're totally paid. So yeah, I like to start this one early because the earlier you start paying for it, the cheaper, you know, the less the payments are throughout the year until February. Okay, and then there's my contact information right there. Best to text me first because you know I work during the day and everything, and I'm like, okay, I got to make sure I call her back, or I got to make sure I call her back, and that kind of gets my mind ready to talk to you and handle your travel business and everything. So yeah, any questions?
Yes, well, we'll be, I know it's a cruise and everything, but as a group, will we do any group activities when we land in each, at each destination? Maybe like one girls trip activity, and take a group picture,
Yes,
doing
yes.
it.
Yes, we do get together closer to time and start figuring out what excursions that we want to do closer to time. So because we're still kind of shopping, getting to know our apps, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yes, we can get together at dinner, for breakfast. I know in the past that sometimes depending on how big of a group that we have, some people will stay together. Sometimes it breaks off in 2 to 3 groups and then come back together at the end of the day. What if somebody wants to go hiking, but another person wants to go swimming with the dolphins or something or whatever? And then there's two different types of adventures. One's willing to do one thing, another one's willing to do another thing. So once we course as a group, we can kind of see what everybody else is doing and be like, oh, I want to go whale watching on the boat and do that excursion. Oh, I want to do that too, girl. I'll go with you. And then I'm like, well, I want to go hiking and everything, because hiking might be a little lesser, for as far as money is concerned or whatever. And then the whale watching could be $300 for all I know. We got to figure out those short excursions. And throughout the year, I can give those prices as well to everybody. And then we'll come back together. Probably like after the holidays, it would probably be a good idea to come back together when we're almost finished with paying our for our cruise in February, that we can really start thinking about paying for our excursions. Yeah. Any other questions? There. Okay.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you. Good information.
Good.
Yes.
I'm glad it was great information. So just know by June 22nd is the due date for any deposit. So you got about a month a month. And you know, if you want to talk about it with your girlfriends or your sisters or a husband or something like that, you can. If you prefer to get your own roommate for right now, that's great too. It gives you a month's time to actually even think about it. And if you're not prepared to pay the deposit by June 22nd and you just still RSVP'd and everything, you can let me, when I reach out to you, I can you can just let me know, like, hey, I'm gonna start paying mine in November, or I'm gonna start paying mine in September or something like that. It just probably will be more bigger payments, but hey, everybody knows their own budget. And speaking of budget, I don't know if you saw yet, but I just got my butt, Stacy, girl, you pushed me last time. Cause you said, you can't even see it. Oh my gosh, you can't even see it. Oh, you can't even see it because I
I
got the
can't see.
bigger. Oh, I can't even show it. But anyway, it's on Amazon now. The Ultimate Girls Trip Travel Group Travel Planner. I don't know if you saw that link on the Facebook page or in the meetup and everything. I gotta get it on the website. I don't know why it's not on the website yet. But finally finished the planner just to help people to, you know, budget for their trip and save for their trip and write travel itineraries. And not just for the Girls Trip Travel Group in the group. It can be for your own personal travels as well and everything. So there's like 4 places where you can put trips, and then they have the what is it called? The calendar is from July or June 2024 to December 2025. So
That's great.
yep.
And you say it's on Amazon?
Yes, it's on Amazon. If you I wish I had the link here. The Ultimate
Ultimate.
Girls, I'm writing in the chat. Girls Trip Travel Group Travel Planner. Yep, yes, I put it in the chat there, and it'll pop up. And I put the price down to $25. Yeah, $25. So it can be somewhat affordable and everything, but it's a workbook. You actually use it and plan it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna use it for this trip. I'm definitely using it for the Alaska trip. Yeah, so I can make sure I budget correctly. And then I gotta pay for the flight and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I can find a good flight to give out to everybody as well too. And I think that is it. And also if you I put on the website is right at the top. If you want a $99 vacation, it could be to Orlando or Las Vegas or Branson, Missouri, or Utah, I think is on there as well too. I'm not sure. With Westgate Resorts, depending on what time of the year you can go, it starts from like $99 for 3 nights. And yes, it is a timeshare presentation for 2 hours, but of course, most people say no and then enjoy the rest of their trip and everything. So, but that's on there as well too. It's on every page of the website as well, just in case you want to sneak another trip in there somewhere. But anyway, that's it, ladies. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks again, Kenya.
You're so
Thank
welcome.
you, and good luck on your exam. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh God, I pray I pass it. But thank you so much.
You are.
Yes. Good luck. You will. You will.
And I will be texting you later on this week, Kenya, or probably after the holiday, rather shall I say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
to discuss what we talked about last month?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, definitely. Let me know.
I'm ready to get on, get on board now.
All right, that's so beautiful. I can't wait. Let me know your ideas.
All right.
All right. Bye, ladies. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
All
Bye.
right. Good
Bye,
night.
everyone. Bye.